all all-stars. Yeah, we gonna go far, yeah, we got them scars. Putting in that work, tearing up the turf, cause I know what I'm worth. We high octane, I'm in my own lane, moving so fast you can't catch me. Raising the bar so high, we on Mars. Working so hard, we all are all-stars. Me you can't defeat, we a winning team. Put it on repeat till your ears start to bleed. Yeah, we all rock stars, yeah, we all all-stars. When we get in the game, yeah, we gonna raise the bar. Yeah, we all rock stars, yeah, we all all-stars. When we get in the game, yeah, we gonna raise the bar. You can't stop us, you can't stop us, you can't stop us. You can put that on repeat. You can't stop us, you can't stop us, you can't stop us. You can put that on repeat.
Yeah, we always gonna go hard. I'm living life like a rock star. Cold ice on my pinky ring. Pull up to the club with a fast car. Back off, get a fistful. This a dog fight, I'm a pit bull. Words cut from the bullet like a pistol. And everybody else got no swag. We counting money up, got big bags. Buy out the whole mall, got big tags. Free living, but it ain't for free. Expensive clothes, yeah, they never cheap. Walking on flames, I got red feet. New sports car, it's got red seats. We always making hits, no repeats. And even at your best, you can't beat me.
Yeah, we all rock stars, yeah, we all all-stars. When we get in the game, yeah, we gonna raise the bar. Yeah, we all rock stars, yeah, we all all-stars. When we get in the game, yeah, we gonna raise the bar. You can't stop us, you can't stop us, you can't stop us. You can put that on repeat. You can't stop us, you can't stop us, you can't stop us. You can put that on repeat. You can't stop us, you can't stop us, you can't stop us. You can put that on repeat. You can't stop us, you can't stop us, you can't stop us. You can put that on repeat.
Flames fans, welcome to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And for the first time in over 30 years, welcome back to Playoff Battle of Alberta. This is the Flames TV Live pregame show. It's brought to you by Budweiser. You know what? The Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers have met 172 times since that April in 1991, but not once with the Stanley Cup set as the backdrop. And that all changes tonight. A new generation of hockey fans in Alberta will get their first experience with this playoff battle of Alberta. And let's find out how these two teams got here into the second round as we take a look at tonight's matchup. It is the Edmonton Oilers. It is the Calgary Flames. Both teams needed 7 games in round number 1 to advance to the second round. For the Oilers, it was a Game 7 victory on home ice over, of course, the Los Angeles Kings. In round number 1, they, of course, won the last playoff meeting all the way back in 1991. This is the 6th head-to-head meeting these two teams have had in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And for the Calgary Flames, they went the distance as well. It was a Game 7 overtime win against the Dallas Stars at the Scotiabank Saddledome. We all remember it well, the Johnny Gaudreau overtime winner to get you into the second round for the first time since 2015. Now, a lot of excitement, as you can feel, in both cities and, of course, throughout the entire province. How are the players handling some of that excitement leading into Game 1 tonight?
People of Alberta have been waiting a long time for this, since 1991. So, yeah, just something to look forward to as an athlete and as a player, and should be fun.
We're excited to be here. Excited to move on to round 2, and but you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's another hockey game. It's Game 1, and we got to come prepared for that.
I've heard plenty of stories from other people. He didn't play in it, but the rest of the people I've seen every, you know, big playoff series goal. You know, I think the Fleury one sticks out. I don't know. Saw that one on a loop yesterday. It seemed like so. Yeah, very cool rivalry and cool to do it in playoffs.
I think how big the league is now with 32 teams and how difficult it is to make the playoffs. So then you cut it in half right away, and then you get to 8. So there's a quarter of the teams left playing, and if you're fortunate enough to be one of those teams, it's exciting.
Some high-end offensive talent that'll be on display in this series, and 2 of the top scorers in the regular season had big roles in Game 7 victories as well. We'll start with Connor McDavid. Of course, he was in on both goals in Game 7 in the win over the Kings. Scored the insurance marker late in the third, 14 points in the Stanley Cup playoffs. That leads the way across the NHL. And for the Calgary Flames, the overtime hero from Game 7, on the 67th shot the Flames threw at the Dallas Stars net, it finally finds the back of the net. He had 8 points in round number 1 against the Dallas Stars and will be a big focal point once again in this series. In terms of the Calgary Flames and what they're looking at head-to-head against the Edmonton Oilers, even strength, trying to play it 5-on-5. That's a big focus for the group heading into tonight.
For us, you know, smart defensively against their top guys. Can't give them, you know, those line rushes. Stay out of the box for sure. That's a big one for us. Can't give their guys opportunities to get on the power play. You saw how dangerous they were all year long, and in their last series too. So, and then if we play 5-on-5, I think we'll be all right. I think we're a really good team 5-on-5. We roll 4 lines, and you know, everyone contributes offensively, and you know, guys are good in their own zone. And Markey's always playing well back there. Got to play well in front of him, but I think just stick to 5-on-5 will be all right.
We've played really well 5-on-5 this year and played really well 5-on-5 the last series. And I think earlier in the series, we seemed like most of the game was either power play or penalty killer 4-on-4. And we're a very deep team, and you know, I think that we've got you know, one of the best goaltenders in the league, and you know, we saw you know, both in our series and their series how, you know, important goaltending was. So that's a big part. Specialty teams are huge, and but I think for us, if we can keep it 5-on-5, that is kind of the way we want to keep it.
It's not just on this series. That's in every series. If you watch every series and break it down, it's 5-on-5 is critical to teams winning.
Well, injuries are a big part of the storyline as we get deeper into the playoffs, and neither coach willing to disclose any what injury situations are like for both teams. Chris Tanev didn't take the warm-up here. Leon Draisaitl did on the other side. So let's hear from the Edmonton Oilers now on their approach ahead of Game 1.
Yeah, I think we're excited to get her going. There wasn't a huge break in between series, so it feels like you're just picking up where you left off in the last series. As I said, it's a new task and new challenge, and we want to attack it with aggressive precision. But for us, most importantly, we want to be fast. We want to be the first mover. We want to put an emphasis on speed. For us, speed trumps perfection.
You know, this is a playoff series, and obviously it's one that's going to get lots of interest from fans and media and whatnot. But for us, it's a playoff series. You know, we got to find a way to win, and it doesn't really matter who we're playing. So, you know, it's fun that it is the Battle of Alberta, and it's Edmonton, Calgary, and you know, it hasn't happened in a long time. And to be a part of the first one in a while is exciting. But you know, ultimately, it's a playoff series, and got to go about our business.
And that playoff series will start momentarily. We'll take a quick break. The pregame show continues after this with a conversation with Dylan Dubé.
All of us here at Calgary Sports and Entertainment are thrilled to welcome you to the Scotiabank Saddledome and would like to share some important updates and reminders. Face coverings are no longer required at the Scotiabank Saddledome. However, we recognize there are varying levels of comfort with this change. We respect everyone's right to make this personal choice and appreciate that some patrons and staff may prefer to continue wearing face coverings. Additionally, no one ever wants to miss a game, but we do ask that you please stay home if you're feeling unwell. The Scotiabank Saddledome has a zero-tolerance policy for foul or inappropriate behavior, along with any disruption of the game, including throwing objects, fighting, or trespassing on the ice surface. Under some circumstances, the puck may be propelled into the spectator area with enough force to cause serious injury. If you are struck, immediately ask the nearest usher for help and directions to the medical station. Perhaps most importantly, please make sure you are kind and respectful to one another, as well as the venue staff, who are working hard to ensure the best possible experience for our patrons. If you have any questions about any of these important updates and reminders, please don't hesitate to contact a venue representative or Calgary Flames customer service. You can also report any issue or ask a question by texting us your seat location along with your question and the word S-Dome to 587-327-2207 to reach our fan text line. We greatly appreciate your support and understanding. Together, we can enjoy a safe and fun experience here in the Scotiabank Saddledome.
Welcome back to the Flames TV desk. Here's Dylan Dubé stopping in on the morning of game number 1, round 2, Edmonton Oilers. Maybe just first, let's get kind of your thoughts as that first round series to come through it the way you guys did, and just sort of the confidence you take now into this round.
Yeah, it was good for sure. I think you know, start off with a 7-game series, overtime. You know, it builds confidence in our group. It was a battle. It was good for us to come on top, and now you kind of have to park that. We're playing a different team, so it's sure. It's a different mindset. They're a good team over there, so it's it's going to be another series like that. It's going to be a battle for sure. So we're all excited for it.
I mean, do you feel like you do take a lot away though in terms of just the experience and I know 7 games. There's a lot of guys that hadn't been through a 7th game in terms of the Stanley Cup playoffs as well. But just in terms of the experience and how that can kind of translate now and take it forward.
Yeah, I think just building off of it. I think getting in those key moments. For our top guys step up the way they did, I think that gives them a lot of confidence, and our group a lot of confidence going forward. So, I think you take things, you take the positives, and there's still things that you take that you need to work on. So it's it's good for us for confidence-wise, and nice to come out, come through in those big moments for our team.
All right, here is a look at your starting goaltenders for tonight's hockey game. We'll begin with the visitors and a guy familiar in this building, Mike Smith, a former member of the Calgary Flames, now on the other side of things. He went the distance 4-3 in the first round, that .938 save percentage. On the opposite side of the ice, Jacob Markstrom. He was sensational for the Calgary Flames in that first round. Yeah, let that go. Absolutely. .943 save percentage, and, of course, the 4 wins that helped get you into the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. And now that wait is almost over. It is time for Game 1 of round number 2. The Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers are coming up next. Enjoy the game, everyone. We'll see you at the intermission.